Welcome, my name is Maximus Fay. Thank you guys for reaching out to MCF Enterprise. Let's continue with this video. We'll keep it, nice and sweet here, and let's carry. So for high income professionals, how to replace your income and stop the grind by generating over $6,000 a week using our MCF-TA Trading Strategy. Like our other students, they have been very successful with this, and they have been able to achieve really great things here. So this is a definitive guide on how to replace your income. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me, please book a call here. This is a strategy call. We'll go over it. Now, I would like to see all of you guys in here, but of course we can't do that. So if it's a fit, great. If it's not, we'll both just carry on our own ways. But if you want to apply for the program, go ahead and click in there, and there will be a few questions to ask you, and one of our representatives will reach out to you in the time that you booked your call and speak with you, and hopefully we'll see you inside. So also, you can send me a DM on my Instagram account at MCF Enterprise. My other account is at Market Maker Max. Okay? There are no numbers, no underscores, or extra letters at all in any of these accounts. They are just as displayed at MCF Enterprise. There are a lot of impersonators of our program who are trying to hunt down students. So be sure that you are talking with us with at MCF Enterprise and also at Market Maker Max. Those are the only two accounts operating under our names on Instagram, and that's where we will be in contact with you, although please reach out to us first. So here is the case study for one of our first students. Bruce Powell was profitable and had multiple $1,000 weeks with fractional losses. After less than 60 days of coaching with a 65% win rate, and all of this after 20 years of experience in trading. Now, 20 years of experience in trading is a lot. And over those 20 years, as I spent a lot of time talking with Bruce, he had a lot of ups and downs, but overall, it was pretty stagnant on his portfolio. He was not profitable, nor was he in great loss at the time. But this is good because he did survive, right? Now, granted, he did have a lot of experience coming into this, but everything we taught him was brand new. So if we look at his stat summary for the 60 days out of the 90 that he was here for as of now, we can see that he has a 66% win rate, an average loss of 2%, an average gain of 5%. His largest winning trade was around 50%. His lowest losing was around 12%. He also had an even number of longs and shorts, and he won 72 trades and only lost 34. Now, this is amazing and great stats, as any new trader can see, especially for Bruce, because he's been able to climb his portfolio into some higher and higher figures, which is amazing for him as he continues with his job that he balances and at the same time. However, we can also see some of his cash that he's generated, which is really, really nice here. So he's got around $6,000 generated, and in the last 2 weeks he generated about $1,500. And since 9/20, which is not too long ago as of the recording of this video, he's generated almost $5,000. So he's been doing really, really good. Now let's continue on to our next student here. This is Zane. So Zane's actually 18 and has zero experience. And with Zane, we were able to get him to a 90% win rate after only completing 40 out of the 90 days in our program. And like I said, he has zero experience, and he's now trading super confidently, and also is very profitable. So his overall win rate, like I said, 90.91. His average gain is 5% and average loss is 5%. So looking at these stats, you may see, well, these are a little bit low in percentage. Notice they are only halfway through our program here. And what we like to do is, for example, if you're going to continue on your own path and you're not going to want to go with any sort of coach like myself or another program, depending on what they're offering you, but if you're going to go with someone like myself, what we do is we start you out with a very small account. I have guys who want to come in with 10 grand, 50 grand, or even $500 and start trading, all day, do a bunch of trades, all this other stuff. We put you to a halt, and we really get rid of the ego or whatever it is that wants to encourage you to do that. And you start off with a $100 account. Now, of those $100, every trade you take will be around $1 to $2 on margin. And that's really important. The reason why that's super important is because if you're going to lose, which we encourage you to do, we encourage you to lose. I want you to lose as much as possible. Now, coming from a coach, does that make sense? Yes, for trading it does. I want you to lose as much as possible. I want you to expose every single insecurity you can have. And the reason why is because I'm seasoned, I know how to deal with these types of things, and I know how to make you situationally aware of those insecurities and of those faults so we can build on them. So Zane here, 90% win rate, that's going to adjust. That's going to go down to maybe 80%, but that's still amazing. He's winning 80% of the trades he's putting in. And he's spot on with his entries too. In this log that we have here, I'll give you guys an insight into the program in a little bit. We track every single trade. We track all of the technical analysis that he performs on every trade so we can see in detail where he's messed up or where he's done some really amazing work. And of that, we will share that with other students, right? We want to encourage each other and create a nice community. So as I said before, with this small margin, right? But he's building up week by week, trade by trade, higher and higher margins. We've already got him consistent, and now we just need to teach him how to let trades mature and how to set up multiple take profits that adjust as the trade goes on, which is really the beauty of our program, because you're going to have a question on this. It is predictive, right? Has to be predictive. We can't keep using these same old stop losses, these levels, right? They're not going to hit. They're old news. Or having, percentage SLs based on whatever you do. Guess what? Whatever you did was at that singular point in time, and there's new data. We have to adjust for that new data, and we have to be predictive, and we have to move with it, right? Because if we are not moving with the new data, that's how you get burned. That data that you worked with previously to calculate the stop loss that should be here, right? It's changed. The stop loss should now be down here or even higher. Should be getting out of the trades faster, or even letting them, as I said, mature. So that's Zane. Let's go on to Frank. So Frank worked really hard balancing his job and trading, and is going full time with trading now. He had zero experience to now holding a strong win rate at 78%. So this win rate, he has very minimal losses, yet he's making the most out of every trade he enters. So as you notice, total number of trades 27. So he's pretty fresh into this right now. However, he's sitting at an 80% win rate, and his average loss is 2.4%, and his average percentage gain is 17%. So his largest winner, 42. His lowest losing, 5%. These are amazing stats, especially when they're consistent like this. These are really, really solid, because not only is this allowing Frank to step away from his day job, bartending and doing different things, it's also allowing him to really focus on trading, but also spend less time doing it, right? He's able to make more calculated decisions and step away from his screen and let them happen. He's not sitting there hounding over his computer, super worried about, what's going to happen next? What's the next candle? He already has everything figured out. So that's how he's able to trade confidently and generate these types of results. Now, like I said, he's going to continue to not only be building on his win rate, but also continuing to increase his average percentage gain per trade, which is already super solid at 17%. So another case study with Eddie. So Eddie's been trading for over 4 years and wasn't able to become profitable. But in under 45 days, he achieved a 79% win rate. We eliminated all of his doubts and really helped him to build up his confidence with consistent small wins. And from that, we helped to scale up his percentage gains and margins. He not only made back the money he spent to be educated by us, but he also, in the next 45 days, is sprinting for even larger and larger wins. Now, Eddie has been killing it. He's done 50 trades with us so far, and he's won 80% of them. Now, one of the great things is he is where Frank wants to be right now. Frank has to get to Eddie's level. Luckily, like Eddie and many other students at his level and even better, we have every single call recorded with everybody, right? And we give new students access to all of that material so you can see the journey that I had with another person in a very relatable situation as you, how they asked questions. What questions did they ask? What did their TA look like? What was the step-by-step process with that student? What was every trade they took? What was my analysis of every trade they took? And how did my analysis and suggestions of those trades get them, right? Get them to this 80% and 43% average gain with super tiny losses of 6%. These are really great and strong things, and that's why we're really encouraging everybody who's coming in here to spend as much time as they can with us, really learning the material, because obviously you're going to, if you're putting in a lot of effort, you're going to get out a lot of rewards and some really solid results. So his largest winning trade was a whopping 162%, and his lowest losing trade was 19%, right? We can see some really nice stats here. Some other case studies that you can go through is, Ryan, he used our technical analysis strategy to swing trade FTM. He had an account starting at 3,800, started earning 227% on a few of his trades. Now, as you guys know or don't know, I used to run one of the largest trading bots on Discord, and this was, a little over 2 years ago now. I'll dive into more of my background later because I'm sure you're curious, but I'll actually give you guys an inside look of what that looked like. So right here, I'm showing you my alerts feed. So on this trade, coincidentally enough, this student generated over 1,000% in gains on waves. So he was super excited about that. But what we did is we would post all of our alerts very in detail, step-by-step process on the actual trades. And now these, date back very, very far. These were all the Discords that I used to send alerts to. I had an audience of over 500,000 people across all these servers looking at all of our stuff. And as you can see, this dates back pretty much forever. So let's hop back into our sheet here. And yeah, these are all just wins from all of the people who were taking the trades back then. Okay, great. Good times. Anyways, let's hop back in here. So Kai, he grew an $8,000 account to over 11 grand using what we taught him to scalp ETH. And he earned 480% on one of his trades after a month. Another one, Sam, he applied our technical analysis strategy while trading Waves USDT with an account balance of $6,500. He gained over 640% on one of his futures trades. Another one, Jasmine, she was able to use our trading strategy to maximize profits and risk assess this trade and close over 19 grand in profit. This was super amazing. Here's some other screenshots with some of our students. They're super excited about everything working. They were super excited about everything working. Super happy. Awesome. Here we go. Here's some more just showing of the consistency of what a lot of students see as soon as they hop in here. So this is Frank. He was super happy about this. And honestly, we have a whole document of proof and testimonials, which you guys can go through. Literally pages and pages of pages. I'm casually scrolling, but these are all multiple 100%, even 1,000% wins from, tons of different people who were able to pay off their cars, pay off their rent, afford nicer houses, tons of stuff, right? So I'm just casually scrolling through here, but there are pages to go through. So who is this actually for? If the endless grind of your high income role has left you seeking a more sustainable and less strenuous way to maintain or even grow your earnings, this is for you. If you're tired of trading time for dollars and dream of achieving true financial freedom, and if the high taxation on your earnings is a constant worry, and you're looking for strategies to mitigate this concern, if despite your high income you face significant impediments in building wealth, if trading, investment, or trading strategies have left you high and dry, or coaches like most of you, which I'm sorry for, there are a lot of shitty people in this space, which is why we are very transparent. I'm going to show you guys inside of the program. I'm going to show you hundreds and hundreds of calls with other students. All of the calls are recorded by an AI that takes notes and summaries of the entire meeting, so you can really dive in on the calls with us. And I'm also going to show you guys a few other things as we continue through this doc here. And if you suspect that the standard financial advice hasn't yielded the desired results, if you appreciate the modern shift towards remote work for its promise of flexibility and control over your time, and if you view the tax system as an enemy, snatching away a significant portion of your earnings, or the traditional 9-to-5 grind has stifled your lifestyle, the bottom line being you're looking for the shortest, no bullshit, less risky way to replace your income or even build a supplemental income source and get your freedom back. So you don't have to grind the rest of your life like a lot of my students this year and in the future years to come. This training will show you how to do it. Here's the truth. You can swap your high-paying job and stop the tiring grind by making more than $6,000 a week with a smart, calculated, predictive trading plan. However, there's a hitch because many people with high-paying jobs don't know the right steps to take or have heard wrong advice from using financial tips, which don't really help much, especially when big taxes eat up a lot of the earnings. At MCF Enterprise, however, we have dedicated ourselves to solving this problem. High-income professionals, or solving this problem. High-income professionals. We're here to help you see through this money maze, giving you a clear map and a plan to not only replace your income, but live a life with more freedom and time for yourself. So here are market trends. I entered the market here, okay? Now, this gives us a volume of market orders, and as you can see, this is a chart depicting retail orders as a percentage of the total daily national traded for the Russell 3000 constituents. So all of these are, other institutions, a bunch of players in the market, right? As we can see, a lot of the people who entered here, over 90% of the people who entered them in the market trading when I started, are gone. They did not survive. That's a big problem. And another reason why is, even if you look this up on Google, the first thing it says, how many retail traders in the stock market lose money? 95%. You will lose money if you're doing this on your own. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because logically, if you're going to take X amount of money, put it into the stock market or crypto market or Forex, whatever you want, right? We teach everything. This is a strategy that is not limited to just options, just futures, just crypto, just Forex, commodities, stocks, anything. I have students who trade the US 30, the SPY, gold, crude, Bitcoin, XRP, waves, AVAX, you name it, or any Forex pairs as well. The JPY, the GBP, anything. They trade all of it. And at any time, there is no limit to our trading strategy, and a real trading strategy shouldn't have one. The second anybody tries to tell you that, oh, you can only use this with this framework, or you can only use this and this ticker, or with this, with SPY at this time of the day, it's bullshit. See through it. It's bullshit. I encourage you to ask us questions if you have any in our DMs, personally, whatever you want, and we will answer them. Because other programs that are going to put those limitations on you, it's bullshit. Sorry to break it to you. So let's continue through this. So in my view, like majority of these guys who run YouTube channels or are, program coordinators for different things, they want to preach about all these different, indicators and all these other coaches. The RSI, MACD, and EMA are absolutely useless. If you're going to go ahead and you're going to go to any platform, these are going to be the first few indicators that are loaded up onto your chart. And the reason why they are absolutely useless and dead to me, as well as all of my students, is because they're inconsistent and very popular. Newsflash, doing what's popular doesn't work. That's why 95% of traders lose money. Notice, average traders lose money, right? 95% of them. Are you that 95% right now? Are you going to be that 95%? Or are you going to really take a smart action and smart decision to not be? I've seen several different traders try to explain tactics utilizing these prominent indicators, and they struggle to make a convincing argument to me about why they should be employed, which made me laugh somewhat hysterically. I've been trading for a very long time. I was in the Discord space. I've seen hundreds of other traders pop in and pop out of the space, right? Because over time they just started to lose over and over again, and they brought a lot of people down with them, which I think is personally wrong. But ego gets ahead of themselves. They do what's popular and they get burned. That's why these indicators don't work. I don't care if they worked in 1990 or way before. Doesn't matter. They don't work now. We need something that works now, right? Which is why, especially with our program, we have results now. We will have results in the future, right? We will continue to deliver these results because what we have works. Simple as that. And also, they spend so much time and effort attempting to cobble together a plan with these, few signs, there are literally millions more to play with. So what I mean by that is there are tons of other indicators in the market to work with. I don't understand why people tend to, stick to just a few even. It doesn't really appeal all that much to me. And especially going with just the EMA or even a few other things, it's just, there's other stuff. If you want to lose the EMA, you might as well lose with another indicator if you're going to give a half-assed job to it. We're listening to some guy on YouTube who got 600,000 views. Look at the comments. They're all shitting on it, right? So what are the best technical indicators? That's what, if you search on Google, it'll give you this result. It will say the moving average, the EMA, the moving average convergence, divergence, the relative strength index, the RSI, things a lot of you are familiar with. And I'm sure you've seen individuals preaching these indicators everywhere. These are all bullshit. They are covering YouTube, they are covering Google, and is extremely deceptive, and it manages to fool practically everybody. So I was in your shoes. I previously and obviously I was there. But I'm at where I'm at now because I do not do what everyone else does. Simple as that, right? So what's the right system and how do you use it to bend the market at your will so that you can make consistent winning trades without having to worry about market situations? Like I mentioned before with the chart example, I entered the market at the peak of retail volume and I've managed to thrive in these volatile and unpredictable and fearful times as 95% of others lose. That's a big deal, right? That's a really big deal because to not only survive that, but also be profitable and then come out of it able to teach others really shows how much I've gone through personally, the experience I have, and also through my clients, how deeply I understand everything that I've created, right? And how in-depth everything is as a program to take everything out of my brain and put it into yours if you're a student of ours. So here are the steps. Relearn everything. I'll say it again. Relearn everything. And to understand the market from a fresh perspective, so the brain fog you used to deal with does not cloud your judgment when using the tools I'm giving you. If I'm giving you a brand new shed with a bunch of brand new tools, why on earth would you bring that rusty old hammer and shitty doorknob to the new one? That doorknob is not going to work over here. We have a brand new doorknob. You're opening a brand new door into trading. You're using different tools, right? Stuff you haven't even seen before. And you're being intuitive with them, right? Because what we have is subjective, and that's why it works so well. I train you, right? I train you as a person. I trained you as a mind. I trained your eye to see different things that others won't see. I don't train you to follow a format or structure or template. That's not right. I train you as an individual following a format and template, right? But that format and template has to be flexible. If you try to take the same template and apply it to every single trade, it's not going to work. You're going to lose money. That's what all these other programs do. That's why they get burned so badly, not only by their students after they're done with the program because they're pissed, right? But also in their trades, what they probably don't share with you. So start to understand how all 6 indicators work simultaneously with each other to confirm the market structures you have outlined. And then without emotion or bias, enter the trade you have made. Begin maximizing and minimizing losses as well as dialing in on your accuracy when entering trades. Be so utterly consistent and confident in every line, mark, and trade you place down in that chart that you can sleep easily at night knowing that when you wake up, there will be 20 to 50% of unrealized gains waiting to be cashed in and realized. Like majority of our students here, you guys saw before how consistent they are being. It's because they took the new tools in the shed that we gave them. Simple as that. So below are the steps in more detail. By the way, real quick, we'll dive into this. Some background about me. So from May of 2021 to July of 2021, I built a massive portfolio with only $5,000. So I was leveraging other whales' wallets and using their money to dominate small cap currencies. So they had about $30 million market caps, and I was collecting a commission for my gains from major transactions I would win. So basically any big trade that they made on their account on those smaller cap coins, I would collect a commission. That's how I built up my portfolio. It was very volatile and risky space to be in at first, right? However, from August of 2021 through October of 2021, I tried trading options and made some money, but then I lost a lot and became inconsistent and an unprofitable trader. I felt really shitty and disoriented as a trader because I thought, I could really trade in real markets. So I went back to the basics of learning technical analysis, and I also had a small server running at the time, and I was learning to around like 3,000 people. And when I had these, lost at the time, I really took them as a learning moment, stepped away, revised, and came back and put out some really good signals for those people. And as I was going through and learning, I was also live on Discord with like 80 other people, just going through stuff, bouncing ideas, typical stuff like that when you were, pretty small and really just trying to influence or even just build some sort of influence, right? And make a positive impact most importantly. From October of 2021 to January of 2022, I collaborated with a Canadian friend to co-own a server with 60,000 members at the time. I spent endless hours developing my TA method and became extremely successful and consistent. This is the best few months I could have ever had, and we'll see the fruit of that right now. So from January to April of 2022, within a few months, I grew my signals bot, MCF Alerts, which is what I showed you guys previously, to over 70 servers and garnered an audience of over 500,000 people, like I had said, helping individuals pay off their rent, even purchase new cars for themselves, and overall putting a lot of people in better situations because they're simply copying my signals. Now I educate the masses on how I was able to trade and do what I did in such a short period of time. I also had some fun and was partying on Star Island with some of my friends in Miami, with many celebs as well. Those are some of the best moments, especially at that age, being that young, and I really enjoyed it because those are my best friends now as well. So life was really kicking up and was really amazing. And from May of 2022 to June of 2023, after understanding how many lives I was able to influence with the alerts I had been posting, I took a step back and decided I truly wanted to make a good impact on the communities I contributed to and built. And I spent a significant amount of time honing my technical analysis method and went on to trade huge portfolios for private clients. One of my clients, Ilya, truly urged me to establish an education system to educate individuals on how to trade profitably. So my ambition is to assist thousands of ambitious go-getters from all walks of life in becoming financially independent and working on their own terms. I have students from 18 years old all the way to 62 years old, and even, some were older, but they've graduated now, but these are current. And everything in between, male, female, from New Zealand, Australia, United States, Canada, Russia, Ukraine. I have literally people all over the world from all different places, especially people in Thailand too, and some Middle Eastern countries in the UAE. Time zones, bit of a difficult thing to manage, right? But I am literally always here, always teaching. That's how I'm able to make calls with all these people in all these different time zones. And we're truly here for you, and we truly do want to support you. So, like I said, as I said up here, below are the steps in more detail. Here they are. So, relearn everything, and to understand the market from a fresh perspective, this is what you need to start. This is what you start with on TradingView, or maybe your chart has a bunch of indicators working against you. That being the RSI, MACD, EMA, all of those, and they are crushing your ability to identify trades because the patterns you used to do not the patterns you used to use they don't exist, right? Which is why you're so frustrated with yourself. So when you're going through trying to find all these different things, these bullish pennant, these flags, right? Whatever it is, using different types of zones or SMC, any of that stuff at all, it really could be working against you. So with our strategy, consider a room of 9 individuals. Everyone in the room is exchanging a unique handshake, and these are many distinct handshake orders. These many distinct handshake orders allow these 9 persons, indicators, and manually draw lines to work with each other to identify consistent and lucrative trades in the market, right? That's how I explain it, because we use 9 different things, understand the different way that they're interacting with each other, right? Pinpoint, understand, execute. Easy as that. So out of the millions of indicators and many, many combinations possible, We use 6 indicators, and we use them as a series of confirmations paired with our manually drawn lines on the chart to precisely identify entries and exits to maximize profits and minimize losses. It's actually wild how many times we're able to exit at the bottom and top of moves using our really in-depth exit and TP strategy and SL strategy. That's one of like the key points of our program, and why students love it is because of what we're able to offer with that. So 2, start to understand how all 6 indicators work simultaneously with each other to confirm the market structures you have outlined, and then without emotion or bias, enter the trade you have made. So we explain the 6 indicators to you one by one and show you how they corroborate patterns in market structure, but most significantly, we open up a new eye for you and help you see things that 99% of traders do not see. Because it isn't a signal or pattern, it's just a gap in the market that allows for impulsive moves to occur, and the bulk of people simply don't have the vision or ability to find these things on their own. It took me 2 years, and I'm passing this off to you, instilling it in your mind in under 45 days. So go ahead, pay attention to a few of the charts here. I've given some examples of what some of this stuff looks like from my charts and also some of the students. Okay, it will take at least a few calls to familiarize yourself with all these strategies, no doubt, but you will hone your new acquired skills to be able to produce a full TA chart, just as we showed you in under a few minutes with outstanding accuracy. Now, begin maximizing and minimizing losses, as well as dialing in on your accuracy when entering trades. The way to do this is to achieve a really good risk-reward trades and placing. For instance, I'm sure majority of you have either no idea what I'm talking about and are using max leverage on your trades and getting liquidated, or closing for high amounts. You're gambling. Stop. Genuinely stop. I'm actually telling you, stop. If that's what you're doing, you're not fit to trade whatsoever, right? You need to contact someone like me immediately, or someone else immediately, before you lose a drastic amount of money. Because there is a thought process, there is a system. This is structure of billions of dollars of money every day flowing in and out of the stock market to create these structures, which we're able to identify. And if you're ignoring every principle that was ever created, right, and just doing straight up gambling, it's not a fit. Alternatively, if you're more conservative and careful and pick trades with 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 risk reward, that is okay. But with my trades and my students, we strive for 1-to-3.2 to around 4.6 risk reward, which is not too difficult when all is said and done. Of course, you can mark up a 1-to-4 or 1-to-40 trade on your end, but try doing it regularly. I'm guessing you don't have control over the chart. I know where things are moving, and the bulk of the time based on market structure and patterns that aren't evident to the human eye. Not to mention our unconventional usage of price movement. These strategies allow me to identify entries on Bitcoin, for example, a $27,000 coin, and mark an entry with exceptional precision for both my entry and exit down to the $10 mark and be right. That's why I grew so popular on Discord. That's why everything's going so well with my students now. We're that precise. This is how my members earn so much while I was able to have my trades take off and land safely. You are undoubtedly dissatisfied since your trading experience is comparable to you struggling to cook meals on top of a stovetop while fighting a bull. That is exhausting. It's not practical. Just to be honest, I do wish you the best of luck. You're braver than I am. I like to be sure about things, in all honesty. So be so utterly consistent and confident every line, mark, and trade you place down on that chart that you can sleep with ease at night, knowing that when you wake up, there will be a 20 to 50% unrealized gain waiting to be cashed in. I had to train myself to be so confident even when I was a no-name and growing my audience, which now we're at 70,000 on Instagram and 10,000 on TikTok, and with Discord as well, massive community. of over 70,000 members, and on Telegram we have over 11,000 members, we're all putting out content to all these people. I had to be sure when clicking the post button that would be sent to everyone's phones, and I knew each of those people would be putting their hard-earned money into the trades I sent out. So I've been doing this for a while, and I'm so thankful I was able to be so confident in myself. I was able to do so quite quickly since I was trading using my own set of tools that I had assembled after spending so much time analyzing and polishing them that it had to work, right? So as you can see, there was a lot of consistency and even a 90% win rate with an incredible average of 157% profits over the course of 3 months. As this sample shows, the majority of these were swing trades that I would hold for around 8 to 14 days at most and would produce amazing profits. I was able to do this by utilizing my unique understanding of market structure to build a series of supports and resistances with assigned strengths to determine where the value of the cryptocurrency could not go. It's not about finding where it will go. It's about finding where it cannot go. Have you ever heard that before? No. Once these boundaries are drawn in the chart, aka market structure, one of the terms you have not heard before. It's more of a waiting game as things advance and all the candles move precisely with what you've drawn out. It should raise your confidence, but not your ego too much, which isn't always a bad thing. You simply don't want any negative outside habits to impact your performance. As you can see, I kept myself highly polished in a terrific mental state. I was able to offer incredible outcomes to over 500,000 people. So here is my stat summary of my trading log. This is a sample that was all put out to Discord. So all those wins that you guys had seen from me just quickly scrolling through, that's a lot of these trades as well as some others. So you can see right here, lowest losing was 15%, highest gain or average gain was 157. So largest winner, 670, lowest loser, 18. There's my trade summary. So number of winning trades, I had 34 wins and only 4 losses. Here was my P&Ls as well as my leverage, my entries, the date for every single trade that was taken. Go ahead, even pause here if you want and take a look at it more in depth. You can see everything that we were trading. So summary and next steps. Before I jump into this, let's go ahead and let's look at the program, right? Let me go ahead and hop in here. I'll change it over. Cool. There we go. So this is inside the program. As you can see, we have tons of stuff in here going through it all. So getting started with us, we give you a full in-depth guide. We are partnered with TradingView, affiliates with them, as well as affiliates with Binance. So there's bonuses instantly from those guys as soon as you sign up. Imagine this more as if it were a college course, right? Because we really did build it to be very user-friendly. There's a lot of other stuff here as well. You can see we have about 9 chapters in total going through everything. If you're working a high-income job that you want to keep, we focus in on week 5. We build onto your schedule. We have you track your schedule throughout the week. We find some really key points when you can get some serious trading in. Dive into that, right? Week 1, TKRs. What are you expected to do, right? This week, you're scheduling your first call. You're taking notes on the pre-recorded video. You're going through and reviewing teacher discussion points and notes. You're also having your key results. So super down to the basics. We start from absolute ground zero with everybody. Perfecting supports and resistances. We have an AI that goes through all of our videos. I'll show you guys that as well, and with all of our students. Makes really nice summaries so that when they click on it, we can go ahead, pop into here. We get a whole literal transcript of the entire thing as well as a summary generated. And if we pop back into here, back onto the course, we also have quizzes. There's homework sheets that you will download and you can complete, as well as feedback forms. So this goes for everything. And what's also nice is we have coaching calls with other students. So you can see how all of those calls went with other people. What questions did they ask, right? Pre-recorded call going over all of identifying structure, right? Diving into everything. We really look at everything as a whole and break it down. Walkthrough notes too. Don't want to give away too much of this. We have a trend versus structure video, more coaching calls with more students, how to do the homework, right? Homework submissions, more calls with students. We give you everything possible to be successful, right? We give you literally everything. Back to the doc. To be able to replace your income or build a supplemental income source, quit your job and live life on your own terms, you have to go through these steps. Relearn everything. Everything, right? And understand the market from a fresh perspective. Start to understand how all 6 indicators work simultaneously with each other to confirm market structure that we have outlined, and without emotion or bias, enter the trade you have made. So begin maximizing and minimizing losses, as well as dialing in on your accuracy when entering trades, and be so utterly consistent and confident every line, mark, and trade you place down on that chart, you can sleep at night with ease, knowing that you will wake up in the morning with 20 to 50% of unrealized gains waiting to be cashed in. Now, you can do it alone, which is extremely challenging and painful. I've been there, so I know firsthand. It took me over 3 years and over $100,000 of my own money invested in the market, right? So including the first year, which I didn't talk about, which I was just doing penny stock trading, right? Whatever. And then the 2 years where I actually sunk time and energy into it. Like I said, I've spent over 100 grand of my own money and invested that in the market, as well as thousands of hours to refine this method as it is now. Or the option is to take the easy way out and work with me, right? The easy way. If you work with me, I will take you by the hand and teach you everything you need to know in order to be a profitable full-time trader and being able to replace your income. You'll get much faster and better results than you did on your own for obvious reasons, and you'll be able to create actual wealth for yourself and your loved ones. And your new skill will give you the opportunity to say bye-bye to your current job and hello to your freedom. We will work together to get you to a point where your trades will generate money every single week and month. You will be able to develop a long-lasting skill that pays you years and years to come. And the most crucial part is you're going to get a skill that is just going to make you more money. And you get more experience by applying it as time passes. So it only gets better. This service is expensive, but you get what you pay for, and I even guarantee results. I have limited places, as I can work with only so many people. With this level of dedication, it is one-on-one. So if you'd like my help with this, schedule a call with me and we can talk. Here's a call link. You can go ahead and book it in there. Again, this is for high income professionals that want to go full time with it and want to open up a door into financial independence and quit their jobs. I'll talk to you guys soon once you guys book a call in there. Okay? Before we hop into the fact, one more quick thing to show you that I'm super excited about, right? All the calls with all the students are all recorded, right? I can dive into any of these calls with any of these students. Boom, right here. We had a quick call with Zane. I can see the complete transcript of everything I talked about with Zane, all the questions that he asked me, all the questions that I asked him. We also have a summary. Links are done for all the students. Boom, we can talk about everything in there with Zane, right? So let's pop back over to our doc here. Facts. So I'm worried about investing my time in learning this methodology. How long will it take to see results? So we understand your concern about time. Our program is designed to streamline your learning process and get you up to speed as efficiently as possible. Many of our students are seeing results within a week, few weeks, and our goal is to help you achieve a balanced lifestyle with trading. So we really do want to get to know you, right? We're going to be spending a lot of time together, so it's important that we do so. How much does your training program cost? Our service is an investment in your financial future. While it may seem costly up front, consider the potential returns. We offer a guarantee of results, and the skills you gain will pay off over time, providing you with long-lasting financial independence. Go ahead and talk to us when we're on the call, and we will tell you about a lot of those guarantees that we make. And can I really become a full-time trader with your method, even if I have no prior experience? We have a lot of people who are, right? That's the beauty. So absolutely. Our method is designed to be accessible to traders of all experience levels. We've successfully guided individuals from diverse backgrounds to become profitable traders. Your currently identity as a beginner is not a limitation, it's an opportunity for growth and transformation. How do I manage my levels and avoid burnout while trading? I struggled with this. This is a problem a lot of people face. And we understand that trading can be mentally and emotionally demanding. Our program not only teaches you effective trading strategies, but also emphasizes the importance of balancing and self-care. We'll help you develop a trading routine that aligns with your energy levels and minimizes stress. So depending on what you got on, we can work with you, right? And we'll make things work and we'll get you the results that you want. What if I feel my reputation as a trader is damaged? It's natural to worry about your reputation, but remember that trading is a learning process. Setbacks can happen to anyone. Our training will equip you with the skills to minimize losses and maximize gains, reducing the likelihood of damaging your reputation. Plus, we offer ongoing support to ensure your success. Right? I'm going to be in a WhatsApp group chat with you guys. We're going to be talking. We're also going to have our one-on-one group chat, right? Obviously, and also with our coordinator and also our success manager. So we have multiple guys keeping track of everything you're doing, making sure that you're on top of everything, that you're getting your calls in booked for the week, that you're completing the homework, that you're doing the quizzes, the tests. We're not overbearing. We just care about you, and we really want you guys to succeed. So we're not going to be like other coaches, let you come in here, screw around for a few weeks, and then tell you goodbye and keep your money, right? No, we're going to have those conversations. If you want to call me, or not call me, if you want to text me at 1 a.m., go ahead. I'm probably up. I'm probably on a call with another student, but I will get back to you. So I've tried other trading methods before and didn't succeed. How is this approach different? We understand that you may have had past experiences with trading methods that didn't work for you. Our approach is unique, relying on a combination of indicators and market analysis that have been proven effective. We also offer personalized guidance and support to address any specific challenges you may face, right? Also, calls with other students, right? We have all of that as history of other students, their process, everything they've been through. We can pull that up. We can give it to you, right? They've worked with it, and they have talked about their past experience with other trading methods that haven't worked, right? Listen to them. They've already gone through the road. I built the road. They walked through it. They're happy. You can do the same thing. I'm concerned about risking my hard-earned money in the market. How can I be sure I won't lose everything? Risk management is a crucial part of our training. We'll teach you how to set up trades with favorable risk-reward ratios, reducing the chances of significant losses, and our method prioritizes protecting your capital while aiming to get consistent gains, right? So, one of those important things that we talk about here, and like I said before, is we have those $1 margins starting out. That's super important. We let you mess up as much as you can at the start, and over time, we just keep building off of it, right? More and more margin added in, higher and higher percentage gains, right? Keep on that. I don't have a lot of capital to start with. Can I benefit from your program? You don't need a substantial initial investment to get started. Our method can be applied with various capital sizes. We'll work with you to tailor your trading approach to your available funds, ensuring you can grow your portfolio steadily over time. How do I know this isn't just another get-rich-quick scheme? We understand your skepticism. Our program is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a comprehensive, education-focused approach that aims for consistent, sustainable profits over time. This takes actual work, and you show up every single day to apply what we teach you. If you're not up for that commitment, then I'm sorry, but we cannot help you. So that brings us to the end of this VSL. Thank you guys so much for sticking around here. We are wrapping up at just under 50 minutes. I'm greatly appreciative. Like I said, I'm going to show these links up at the top here one more time. Booking your strategy call in the doc. We would love to speak with you, have a chat if you're serious, and also send a DM to the MCF Enterprise account. That is at MCF Enterprise. No underscores, no numbers, no extra letters. Do not fall for anybody else. I have contacts at Instagram. We also have people who have contacts at Instagram. Anybody who is impersonating us or trying to mislead other students using our name and our credibility, we do have them permanently deleted in under a few hours of their accounts being created. We have a lot of pull, and we also have a lot of power as we are a well-respected program, right? So a lot of people will try and, copy and imitate us, but they're not us. They are not us. So once again, at MCF Enterprise on Instagram and other socials, but reach out to us there. My name is Maximus Fay. My Instagram is at MarketMakerMax. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. Cheers.